but yeah, to that point, yes, I think they should be on the sideline. And, overall, the team was very physical today, and we saw that. And Katron, just to go over the stats, I'm going to have to figure out this format on here, guys, to pull up the stats. But just to go over some stats here. Grunkmeyer, first of all, he had 2 touchdowns, and he threw the ball deep. Praise the Lord, we threw the ball deep. I mean, Landon said it last week when I called in. He said they found out the vertical passing game was legal now, which is true. Grunkmeyer, 8 for 13, 127 yards, averaged 9.8 yards a throw, 2 touchdowns. Katron Allen, absolute freak, 25 carries, averaged 7.2 yards a carry, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nick Singleton, 15 carries, 56 yards. And then, on top of that, Devontae Ross, 79 yards, averaged 40 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns. Trevor Payne. So Brett said it, 31-10. I had 24-10, and I said I wouldn't mind if Gronk has 2 touchdowns instead of 1, and he did. So Devontae had 2, Gronk had 2, and then Katron had 2. So those are some of the stats on the offensive side. Their quarterback, Alessio, he had 4.7 yards per throw, 0 touchdowns, 0 TDs. They had 101 yards rushing, 128 yards passing. Absolutely horrendous on their end. 1 rushing touchdown. And then they had a fumble. We had a fumble, but we didn't lose it. And then our leading tackler was Amari with 9 tackles. Malcolm Bell had 8 for them. So across the board, just a good performance. We had 5 sacks. They had 2 sacks. So defensively too, it looked good. 5 sacks. We won in the trenches. And again, I don't care how bad Michigan State is. I think they're better than I think they're better than people think. So we did what we had to do. We kind of dominated them, and we won on the road. So I don't care who you are. That's not easy. And our guys just did what they had to do. And Katron, I mean, I hope he breaks the rushing record. I hope he goes home number 1 because he deserves it. And the fact that he's still playing like this, even though this team is a dumpster fire, it's getting better. And our credit has to go to the trenches and our O-line for giving Singleton the opportunity, who has no vision, giving Katron the opportunity to do what they do. But you have to give a lot of credit to Katron for his hard running. I mean, he's a freak. And then Singleton, utilize them east to west. Katron utilized them north and south. They threw the ball deep. I mean, again, we saw some of the BS play calling, but I mean, you have to be really happy with how we looked.
Mm-hmm.
So
the O-line looked last week. Man, it was really good. I gave them probably an A+ because they really protected Gronk, and they really kept their blocks, and they just wow, it was exciting to be there and to watch that. The O-line's getting stronger every week.
Yeah. And again, I do think under Terry Smith, because here's the thing. These guys are experiencing a whole different thing right now under Terry Smith. It's old school. They're walking to class. They're not using those stupid freaking scooters and stuff like that, just as a small example. They're experiencing, I hope, and appreciating a real coach. And they're not just going to blow smoke like Franklin does. And I think that's a reason why a lot of these guys do stay and they play in the bowl and they win out. I pray that they win out, and I pray that they beat Nebraska. We cannot forget what Nebraska did to us in '94. In a sense, we were left out. Nebraska got in. They came in 2002. Rich Gardner pick 6. We beat them up. They were like highly ranked at the time, Nebraska. And then the last time we played, no, let me think. I think I could be wrong. The last time we played them, it wasn't 2011, was it?
I don't remember. 94 was a political ball.
Nebraska?
We lost.
We played Nebraska in like 2017 or
Yeah. So in 2011, they came in the week after Joe was fired, and they beat us at home. That was a heartbreaker. But 2020, they beat us. 2017, we beat them.
Yep.
2013, they beat us. 2012, they beat us. And then 2011, they beat us 17-14 at home, which, again, that was a heartbreaker because that was after the scandal. We were still a really good team. That clearly had an effect on the players. But that's an important win. We cannot forget the history of that and the importance of a win there and how big that would be for us. But, yeah, just overall a good win. And I hope these players appreciate this real coach, this old school approach. And I hope that they return and continue to play for him no matter what happens. Whether we win a bowl game, go to a bowl game, lose out. I mean, but I think we win out. I'm going to be disappointed if we don't win out and go to a bowl. I'll be pretty disappointed.
I think we win out. I mean, we're just getting better. The defense showed up. I mean, it was really exciting to watch that defense. I'm more of a defensive person than I am an offense. And those last two roughing the quarterbacks, poor quarterback, but that's Penn State defense, and I haven't seen that for a long time, and that was exciting to watch. I mean, you're in my, we're coming to your house, and we're going to dominate, and they did the last 4 minutes. And, yeah, that was exciting. And I just think it's going to spill right into next week against Nebraska at home.
Yeah. I think, in the second half, it's not that, obviously Grunk threw one pass the whole second half, but that was really just a flip to Devontae Ross for the touchdown. He would drop back. They were trying to get him on the play action. It's almost like Kolnick was calling the same plays on the play action call because nobody was open. He was just – and thankfully Grunk started using his feet. I was dying for him to do that all game. He started using his feet and getting some yards. That's what you got to do because Drew was good at that, guys. Drew Aller was good at using his feet when nothing was there, and I think Grunk realized okay, I'm gonna have to use my feet when nothing's there because I can't wait too long.
Right.
Because the only two sacks he took, the one sack he took was he waited too long and then ran into them. The first one was just a bad snap and whole play overall. But the defense was Penn State defense today, just like last week. But there was no breaking at the end of the game for the team to come back. Michigan State wasn't able to come back because we were kicking their quarterback's butt. We were kicking his butt. So there was no chance that they had to come back against us. So,
I'd like to go right into Brett said about Grunk using his legs. I saw it against Ohio State.
Yeah.
Grunk's, the pocket collapses. He's running to save his life. All right, he's trying to keep his life together. And then the called play is over, okay? So the play, whatever they called, it's over. There's no, the routes are done. What our receivers need to do is just turn and sprint to that end zone and try to get open. I mean, that's the only way. It's a win-win situation. The play's over. Grunk's trying to save him. So those receivers need to try to save their quarterback by turning and just sprinting to the end zone, and maybe Grunk will see him. But that's the only weak spot I saw with the receivers. They're running back and forth trying to get open. Just get your 4-4 and run. Yeah.
Grunk definitely used his legs. And to dive more into the offense, Hakeem the Dream, thanks for the donation, man. Pat Kraft's only job is to get a home run higher. I would do anything to get Kyle Shanahan. Money should not be an issue to get him. Yeah, we definitely need an offensive guy, 100%. And Drinkowitz is that, and it sounds like that might be the possibility right now. Dad, they had a call against Vanderbilt that Dad didn't like when they ran Bo at the goal line and he broke his leg in half.
The quarterback hands it off and passes. That's his job. And then you have running backs like, Allen and Singleton. That's what they get that's their money. But I don't know what they have on that team. But you can't be running the quarterback. Same way with Eller. I mean, I feel bad for him. He shouldn't have been running it, but it's the same thing. It was a mirror image of what happened to Drew. It's like sad. I mean, I saw the play and that hurt.
Yeah, when you're running your quarterback at the goal line, I mean, the defensive lineman tackled him. He twisted his leg and probably made it worse. So that's dirty. But when you're up at the goal line, you got to be careful because they got the big guys in there.
Yeah.
And same with Joe Burrow when he got hurt, when he like blew his leg out. They were at their own 20 and they were running like a shotgun play. And you're just asking to get him killed. And he got hurt. So there's certain times where you have to be careful because when you have those big guys in there, I mean, those guys are absolute lunatics. They're trying to kill everybody that they see.
Especially the quarterback.
Yeah, so you got to be careful. Like those guys, their brains are wired different. Those big guys. I mean, so you got to be careful. But we need an offensive guy who can come in and score points. Like, please, I want to see more points scored. Like the spread HD. Like I want to see more points scored. So. Again, to dive more into the offense, again, Gronkmeyer 8 for 13, 127 yards, 9.8 yards of throw, 2 touchdowns. K-Tron 181 yards, 7.2 yards per carry, which is insane, and 2 touchdowns. Again, K-Tron, they don't have his receiving numbers up here yet, but and then Devontae 40-yard average. He had 2 receptions. 79 yards, 2 touchdowns, which is crazy, which means they threw the ball deep. Trevor Pena, again, 4 catches, 38 yards, 9.5 yards of reception. That's insane, too. I mean, they utilized their guys. They did everything they should have. They threw the ball deep. They ran guys that they should have run. They ran the right personnel at the right times, but they also didn't do it at the right times. I mean, Singleton up the middle does not work. I don't know why that's so hard to understand, but that doesn't work. And then K-Tron, pretty much no matter what, he can do whatever. You can throw him the ball. He's a vertical guy. He's a east and west guy. But you have to use your personnel the right way. They used it well enough today to win. But overall, the offense, I mean, again, Gronk used his legs. He is a very mobile guy. Well, he's mobile enough. He's better than Drew. No offense to Drew, but he's just a better quarterback. He has better vision, better instincts. He can throw the ball deep, and he can run when he has to. I mean, dude, it's like what's so hard to understand about the fact that a guy who can run and has vision and can throw the ball deep should probably be playing. I said it in the second game that I'd rather lose with Gronk than win with Aller because I think Gronk's better, and he clearly is. I mean, he's clearly better. So
we got to be careful because we're down to 1 kind of right now.
Yeah, exactly. We have Liam Clifford as our backup, who is still better than his brother, but he shouldn't be playing quarterback. And then we got Beckham Kritza. We got Beckham Kritza backing him up. So
true freshman who's been injured for the last month. So
yeah, I didn't see much. Did they do the shuttle pass in the quarterback option or no?
No, they did the direct snap to K-Tron, Nick Singleton a couple plays. And actually K-Tron's first touchdown was a direct snap. He should have been tackled behind the line, but he's a beast, so he turns over to the left, puts his foot in the ground, jukes to the left again, and gets in the end zone. So yeah, I mean, if it would have been anybody else back there, we probably would have been a loss of 2.
Gronk did really well on his legs, but it would have been great, like Dad said, if Joe stepped down and he was like a more of a recruiter for a certain amount of time, that would have been great for him. But and it should have never ended the way it ended, regardless. Joe, if that didn't happen, Joe would have died in the facility, on the field. He would have died probably on the field in some capacity with Penn State. That's how his life would have ended. So, when you have, I wish we could have, we had Franklin's recruiting because in a way, because this team is very talented no matter what. I mean, he did a pretty good job of recruiting talent. Terry Smith had a big part of that. Ty Howell has a big part of that. So they need to continue that. But if you take a common sense coach with the support that we have, the fan base we have, the resources we have, if you take a guy like James Franklin, who I think Kirk Herbstreit's definitely a little upset that he was fired because he knows it's not a guaranteed win every year now. If you take a common sense coach, put him in our program, like Thomas just said, NIL, portal, all the support, the right coordinators, a common sense head coach. I mean, this team could be a dynasty. Like, it could be an Alabama. I mean, it's the best fan base in college football. So if we can do that, I can't imagine, because we don't know, because Franklin's been the coach for 12 years. We have no idea what we could be capable of really right now in this new age, because Franklin was our coach. So
Coach Terry's been watching it for 12 years, and he's been going in his head, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I would do if I was a head coach, and he's doing it.
Yeah, so he needs to be retained as a GM, whatever. He would be a great GM, because a lot of this recruiting is Terry Smith. And thanks, Greg. How do you feel towards us going to a bowl if we qualify? Absolutely. I mean, we should go 100%. I mean, there's no doubt about it. We should go. But thanks for the donation, Greg. We should go no matter what. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And everybody on this squad should play and win the Pop-Tart Bowl, whatever the bowl is.
Duke's Mayo Bowl. I don't care what it's called.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You need to go play, and you need to win.
Yep.
Like, Terry Smith deserves that. These players deserve that. And this is the ultimate turnaround and redemption for a Terry Smith-led team, is if you win out and then you go to a bowl and you win. I mean, what more could you ask for? The season was totally ruined. So what more could you ask for besides winning out under a guy like Terry Smith, a Penn State guy, and winning a bowl? Everybody involved in this program should be, balls to the wall. We're going to go win a bowl. Like, that's a total redemption. And they said it tonight. No number 2 team has ever started the season and then had a losing season. That's never happened before.
No.
So, absolutely.
And I think if Terry would have pulled out that win last week against Indiana, I think they would have gave him the job, like, for sure. I think it would have been his job.
Okay.
Because right now, Notre Dame is number 9, and then you have Pitt 22. They have the same record, right? The only reason Notre Dame is where they're at right now is because of their logo. So, like Thomas just said, you go bowling to promote the brand. We're going to get a decent bowl because of our logo.
Yeah, right.
And that's the only reason Notre Dame is ranked as high as they are.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
The powers that be for the bowl committees, Penn State brings a lot of money to bowl games. So, I mean, the TV, the fans watching it on TV, the fans that go, it's a moneymaker for whatever bowl they go to. And the bowl committee knows that. Penn State gets a lot of money for the bowl, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. And I do think that this roster is retained. They come back who can come back. I think there's some guys that won't even declare for the draft. They're going to come back. They're going to play in the bowl. I mean, again, Franklin, he would let assistants walk. He would let players declare. He would let players do this, assistants do that. Like Manny Diaz, should have kept him. Joe Moorhead should have kept him. Fashanu, you can make an argument, should have played against Ole Miss in a bowl game. Maybe we win. I mean, Terry Smith is going to have – these guys are going to play and stay because of Terry Smith. I believe that he's going to say, listen, you can declare for the draft, sure, but have some pride in your freaking skull and play in the bowl game. What are you sitting out for? You're a prima donna. If you get hurt, you're still going to make a lot of money, okay? It is what it is. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I think these guys are going to play and come back because of Terry Smith. I mean, I don't think he's going to put up with it. You're going to play in the bowl game. You committed to this team. You're playing in the bowl game.
Yeah, right. I've never played football, but I agree with Mark that, I mean, you're there to win it for the fans and your coaches and your other players that have been in the trenches with you all 11 games or whatever. Come on, finish it.
Duncan, man.
Please.
Well, Faf, if we get dunked in the Mayo Bowl, I mean, we have a good excuse. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but they can call Will Levis up. He'll gladly jump in there and throw it in his coffee and whatever. He loves mayo, so.
Yeah, he eats bananas whole. He puts mayo in his coffee. His collarbone is like sticking out of his neck. So, but yeah, the offense looked good. I mean, the offense, again, the gimmick, they need to get away from the gimmicky stuff. The gimmicky stuff still comes out, but at the end of the day, we did. This is the best the offense has looked all year.
There's got to be more aggression, more aggressive play calls, though.
Intensity.
Yeah, like to run up the middle with Singleton 3 times in a row. Like, you can't do that, dude. You're wasting a drive. It
makes no sense.
Drive.
It makes zero freaking sense why you're running him up the middle 3 times. What is the point of that? I don't get it.
First down.
You want to get him into the second and third level. I understand, because if he does, he's probably going to score. But it doesn't work. So just stop doing it.
You made the first 3 quarters look much harder than it should have looked. Like, it didn't need to look like that, dude. There's no reason for it.
I mean, I'll take 28 points, but we should have scored 30 or 40. You know.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, should have.
All right.
The only thing.
Defense. Go ahead.
I was going to say the only play call I didn't like by Terry Smith today, kick a field goal, go up 17-10 before the half, man. We talked about it, Mark. It's 4th and 3. You already did stupid play calls with Singleton up the middle 3 times. It's 4th and 3, 40-something yard field goal. Ryan Barker is making that every time. So kick the field goal.
On that comment before that, Mark, what did he mean by that coach?
Who, Penn State fanatic?
Yeah.
Franklin's job was to absorb the aftermath of Bob leaving, Bill O'Brien leaving, and get the program here ready for the coach to take this team to the championship.
Who's that coach? Who's that coach?
Ready for the coach. The new coach.
Is that Terry?
Whoever they hire.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever they hire. But I will say this, like Terry Smith, again, I think he's got a 90% grip on this team. I wish he would make a little bit more changes, like kick a field goal in that position or take over tell Kotelnicki no more gimmicky crap. Clearly, it's plain as day. Don't run the ball up the middle 3 times with Singleton. You know, there's changes that need to be made. But if Terry Smith hypothetically was the head coach next year, I feel confident that we could win a national championship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's going to take us deep because he's a real coach. So you think of real coaches, old school coaches right now, and guys that have retired recently. Urban Meyer, real coach. Nick Saban, real coach. Kirby Smart, real coach.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Signetti, real coach. Who else? Ryan Day, real coach. What do they all have in common? They're older guys, and they have common sense, like Terry Smith. I mean, you can't beat that. You cannot beat the old school, older guy mentality of we're not putting up with this BS. They're the best. They are the best in the business for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Terry Smith.
Yeah, I agree. He's a man, unless he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
If he wants it, that means he wants it. All right, he knows he has a plan. He has a plan if he wants it. If he wants to stay.
The way Terry talked about it was he wants it, but like if somebody else gets it, he's gonna back the AD. He's gonna back Pat Kraft, and he wants to stay in Happy Valley, man. He wants.
But I guarantee you, Pat Kraft, who we're all lucky he's here with us because I knew he wouldn't put up with Franklin's crap, and he didn't. But I guarantee you, he is saying, "Yeah, you can come in and be the head coach, but you're keeping Terry Smith, and you're going to let him let him make some calls with the roster, with the coaching retention, everything. He's the glue holding this team together. Terry Smith is a rock, and then and then he was talking about his daughter and he was walking on the field with her. I mean, honestly, as fans, you know, like that video of him walking with her, it's like, man, no matter what you think of how bad the team is right now, just his daughter really puts it in perspective.
Yeah.
And he said, I get a lot of strength from my daughter. And I mean, she has a lot to do. She has a lot to do with how he is as a coach and as a man. So she should get some credit too. Like, you know, she's a big inspiration for him.
Yeah.
And that's a cool story.
You just think about what he's been through for the last three games. I mean, and if it's his mindset that he goes to Pat Graffin and says, I got this, coach. I got this, Pat. I mean, he's got it, right? I mean,
I believe it, yeah.
What he's been through just think about what he's been through for the last 3 games. He's been on the road twice. He almost beat number 2. Almost. I mean, that was won today.
I mean, that catch, the moment made it bigger, but that's one of the best catches of all time on any level. That's one of the best catches.
The pass
one of
was
the
excellent.
luckiest catches ever.
The pass was excellent. He knew he was going to get beat up, and he just
yeah.
I mean, he was on his back before the ball went, and he knew he was going to get crushed.
Mendoza got hit by 2 of our biggest, fiercest defensive ends, and that receiver, I mean, that was an incredible play. And again, that's a Heisman moment. So if you're going to give the Heisman to somebody, he has the Heisman moment.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter didn't have it last year. No one else has had it this year. And then, you know, again, we talk about like Ohio State fans are saying Brian Hartline won't leave because it's Ohio State. It's the greatest thing to ever exist since sliced bread. Ohio State is the most incredible program of all time. If Brian Hartline doesn't come to Penn State, it's because we don't want him here, because he will leave Ohio State to come here, even though you all think that that's the greatest thing of all time. And Ohio State, who have they played? Okay. They have not been down in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left at their own 20 like Indiana. All right. So still they are unproven. Now, I think Ohio State would beat Indiana, but when you're talking about Heisman talk with Mendoza and Julian Sand, or you talk about a team who has done something this year, that's Indiana. So that was the Heisman moment right there for Mendoza. Incredible poise, incredible throw, incredible catch. And your coach had some gall doing what he did in Beaver Stadium. I mean, that was just straight up disrespectful. Going down